Okay, my name is Ken. Oops, I better turn this on. Okay, my name is Ken. I'm down here in Bullseye, New Mexico, and this is the second part of a two-part little video thing. I'm trying to explain this little water system collecting thing that I made. Keeping in mind that this is like a really arid area. Okay, I gotta do this one again. We did the raindrop, okay? The raindrop came down into here, right? I don't remember if I did that. Did I already kick it off and show everybody or whoever might watch the sump pump stuff? But anyway, the sump pump pumps water up into the tanks. Now there's the electrical part of it all. And once again, I don't know what I'm trying to say here other than with these videos. It's like I didn't know anything about solar either, and I guess it's just, you gotta stay busy or something. But here's the panels up here, see? And these panels are, they're Harbor Freight also. And they come in 4 panels per kit. So between here and that one over there, there's 3 kits, okay? There's 6 on each one. And what happens there is the sun, they're kind of like throwaway kits. The solar panel things, I'm not complaining, but they only last 5 to 8 years, I guess. And I'm gonna have much more permanent kind of panels, quite a bit more expensive, everywhere. These will be replaced and on the burrow there. But so the panels are up there doing their thing, making electricity. Once again, disclaimer: never did solar. If you follow the directions, it works. How I understand electricity is kind of weird, but I'll explain it how I understand it. So each one of those panels has its own wire, see? There's 6 of them. There's 6 panels, and there's 6 wires. And they come down into this thing, which isn't included. And they all go into here, and then the one wire, not that one, this one right here, comes out, it combines them all, and it goes into this thing here, which is your charge controller, which is included. Now, it's saying right now 14.0. I gotta really readjust these things, okay? Because what's happening here now, what this is telling me is the panels are working, is what it's saying, and it's putting juice into the battery, and that there's something on, and that means it's hooked up to an inverter, and the batteries aren't taking any juice, okay? That means they're charged, and they only hold 12.6. This is just how I understand it. They hold 12.6, but there's 14 going in. That's not enough to hurt them. Usually it's saying 13.8. I must have accidentally hit a button or something. I'll have to readjust it later, but it's not hurting them. What's happening to that extra juice? I don't know. All I know is that these batteries are fully charged. It's before noon. It's still July 7th, like it was on the first number 6 video. And yeah, that's that. And so the sump pump has been kicking on and off last night quite a bit. I mean, there's 500 gallons of water in those two tanks, okay, and they weren't that full. It pumped a lot of water last night, and up here where the panels are, they weren't getting any sunlight last night, so everything was a drain, right, from the batteries. The batteries were just working and making electricity for the sump pump, and then today, before noon, they're all ready to go again because of the solar panels, and that's pretty cool, isn't it? It's ready to go. But now this thing here, this controller thing, it's got wires going out that give my batteries here. They don't come either. I got 4 of them. It looks like really tacky electrical work, but it's not. Everything's nice and tight and stuff. I just got the duct tape for the dust. But out of the charger, the controller, it's constantly putting juice into the batteries, okay? A small ebb of charge, if you will. And that stays there. And then, if the sump pump wants to kick on, right, you need to have an inverter because that runs off AC current. So you get an inverter, and I put mine in mailboxes because I learned the hard way that when the directions say protect your inverters from dust and rain and stuff, yeah, you should do that, because I had them up underneath here and they got ruined is what happened, so I had to get some new ones. So I put them in mailboxes for protection, and that's the inverter in there, the thing with the little green light. I hope this thing's showing up. And that changes it to AC, and this plug-in right here, you got 2 plug-ins on it. This right here is the radio that I'm listening to, or I always have it on. I call it my sun radio, and this one right here is the sump pump. And that's it, really. That's the nearest telephone pole 6 miles away water electrical system, and it works, and that's kind of cool. If you've never done it before, if you're just totally naive to, how the hell am I going to get water out here, and you come up with an idea and it works. This is kind of cool. It's good for my therapy. And anyway, you can see, I mean, we'll call each one of those tanks, we'll call them 250 gallons. Like, where did I see that? They're all marked. And somewhere. Oh. And where was that one? Yeah, perfect, Ken. Okay, right here, where my finger is, that lettering right there says 250 gallons. You probably can't see it. Up here it says 280 gallons. So that's like 30 gallons. Anyway, I'm calling these 250 gallons. And there's 6 of them. And that's 1,500 gallons. And a couple days ago, it wasn't even close. There was nothing. There's actually a couple storms that filled these up, but I just waited until they were filled before I did this. But I think I got one on the 5th and one last night, and it topped them off, man. And that's so good. I got these blue jugs over here, and just saying, hey man, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it. And there's the church 10 miles that way, and the river that way. 20 miles round trip, get water from either one of those places. And then there's the city of Berlin way over there, even further. It's about almost 40-mile round trip. And I get it at the water at the oh man, I'm running out of time. I get it at the truck stop there on I-25. But hey, you gotta, it's therapy kind of like. I'm not saying hard work or anything like that. I'm just saying the wear and tear and the gasoline. That's good. I won't have to go to town the whole month now. I'm gonna go to town today and get some steel and stuff, but that's just awesome. It's working out. It's a good thing. Eventually all this will be down. I can't be going over again. This looks kind of tacky. This is kind of like you want to go to town, say, and buy a brand new truck, but you got to drive your beater to get there, kind of thing. That's what this is. This is the beater. And I never, you can say, hey man, I got to get a beater first. And I got my beater. If that analogy works at all, I don't know. But, yeah. And over here, this system, this one here is, this thing, like I just did over there, is exactly the same, except for I got one more battery in this one. Because this side takes all the water from the roof too. The roof dumps it on the trough over here. So this side collects some more water. So this sump pump was working a lot harder than that one. And see, I can set this one off. I might have already, did I already set one of these things off? I forget, because I had to delete. How much time do I have? Okay, well when the beeper goes off, I'll notice it up. Okay, so here's the other one. Okay, and it's got the same float and all that stuff, the same sump pump, right? All that stuff. And I'll lift this float up, and you'll hear the pump come on. Just pretend water's going in there. Hear it? And all that water's shooting up this pipe into the tank. But see, when I dropped it, it shut the switch off. And I lift it up again. Here it go. And just pushing that water right out. It's dirty. I'm eventually going to get my potable water in a system similar to this. Okay. Boom. Now I got to make sure I don't go over. Okay. But, it goes into that tank, right? And then it cascades into that tank, into that tank, into that tank, into this tank. And then I had to cut holes. Okay, what's all that foam in there? I don't know. But I had to cut holes whenever it was really coming down, because the water had nowhere to go. And I'm set up for other tanks, but it's like, why get tanks if you don't know if you're going to get any water? Anyway, I let it go at that. Ken in the desert, it's raining. The monsoons are here, and that's a good thing. And so, we'll leave it at that.